in all honesty, Robin Williams.
Rest
Robin
in peace.
Williams was he was my type of comedy. The reason is he once said that you try to make people laugh if you're struggling.
I feel like I'm sitting next to an imposter right now because I don't recognize you, Scott.
Yeah, well, going through a change.
Going through a change.
Yep. One of my Scouts dads talked me into being a Santa this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you are dyeing your beard.
Yeah, I had my first session last week. Next week is the second session. It should make me fully white.
Okay. For those who aren't watching this and are just listening, by the way, my name is Jared. We're here with Off the Clock Podcast, episode 22.
Wow,
and
already?
And 22 episodes. And we're here with one of my favorite people in this company. He is hilarious. If you're looking for a good dad joke or just to put a smile on your face, man, Scott is the man. He's a logistics coordinator here in Columbus, and he is going through a change in life where he's becoming Santa Claus. He's literally the real Tim Allen. So you've been dyeing your beard?
Beard and hair. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's blonde right now, as you can see. And so to get it fully white, it takes multiple sessions.
Multiple sessions with my hair being as dark as yours.
Yeah.
So, it takes multiple sessions to get that done. Yep.
So the commitment of the mall Santa Claus is way more in depth than I ever could imagine, because I just thought you would just wear a fake beard, but so Santa Claus is actually dye.
Yeah, I actually have to have insurance and background checks and all that stuff. Even though I have that with scouting though too, but I have to have separate ones.
Yeah. Are you gonna gain weight?
I hope not.
I mean, isn't that part of it? I mean, that's what Tim Allen did in the movies.
No, you got a silicone belly too.
Okay, so you get the silicone belly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you've never done anything like this before?
Never done anything like this. Nope.
Wow. Talk about an icebreaker. Our logistics coordinator is literally becoming Santa Claus. I will say, with all like the events we have coming up and the end of the year company party, I mean, there might be some opportunities for you to play their role.
Might be.
If anyone was wondering, I am now Scott's agent, and I will be booking him for all Santa Claus related
2%. Is that what we agreed on?
Oh, 2%. Wow. The Santa business is pretty rough. Well, hey, we really appreciate you hopping on the podcast today. And Scott, I know we've talked a lot about this. So how long have you worked at 5-Star?
A little over 2 years.
2 years? Mm-hmm. So before working for our company, what were you doing before and what brought you here?
I mean, I was a field technician for about 11 years at a competitor. And then I had a severe accident at work and had to move into the office. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And was that kind of your first introduction to logistics?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Previous company, I was kind of a CSR dispatcher, logistics kind of combo. It was kind of a smaller company, smaller team, smaller service area, but yeah, it was definitely a life-changing injury. So
wow. You doing okay now?
Yeah, as good as I can be, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, what were some of the kind of the harder aspects of transitioning from a customer service role into a logistics role?
Just the communication. I got a HVAC primary background, not sure about plumbing and electrical, so getting the terminology of the parts for plumbing and electrical has been a challenge, definitely.
Sure.
Definitely got to ask a lot of questions with that. So.
Okay. Yeah. So when you came on to 5-Star, was this just like you were on Indeed looking for new opportunities? Did you know? Because I feel like a common theme with our company and the way we hire, it's truly, really placed in God's hands. I feel like the right people always come to our company for a reason, and I would say you are one of those people.
The company I was working for sold twice in a matter of a year, so I and their directive went a different way than what I wanted to go. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
And
unless you don't want to leave it at that, you're welcome to.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Definitely leave it at that. And then I saw 5-Star had an opening in a position that I thought I fit well in, and then I got to researching the company, and I saw the profit on purpose. And I'm like, that's definitely something that I could get behind and join a team, hopefully.
Yeah. What resonated you most regarding the profit on purpose? Do you have a background with, serving and philanthropy, et cetera?
I've been my son's in Scouts, my daughter's in Girl Scouts. So I volunteer quite a bit for Boy Scouts with my son. I've been his leader since he's been in kindergarten. So it's been almost 10 years. So I've been a Scout leader for him. And then I'm always helping out with my church, Messiah Lutheran in Reynoldsburg.
That's where I went to preschool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right on Wagner. Yeah, I went to preschool there, Messiah Lutheran.
Yeah, wow. So I'm on the property committee there, and I help out as much as I can when I can. Obviously, with Boy Scouts, I'm busy on weekends, and I got 11 to 17-year-olds playing in my weekends primarily, so... but it's definitely a servant leadership position where I'm doing what I can for them, as little as I can, I guess, so that they are growing into better men in the future, better leaders.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to go more into the Boy Scout role, but I feel like this is at least a good transition to our next question. And you talk about the importance of fatherhood in your life and being a leader to your children and having them in those types of activities like Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts and church. Who has been a hero or a significant role model in your life?
That's an easy answer. It's my dad. He was always there when we were growing up as a scout leader. I helped me and my brother get Eagle Scout.
You are an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Wow. That's hard, guys.
Yeah. So he was always there. If we didn't have a soccer coach in Pee Wee, he stepped up. There was days where he would come straight from work. He worked almost an hour away growing up at General Motors in Defiance. And then I grew up in Fort Jennings, not too far away from Seraph Finch. And it's a small little town. And everybody knew everybody. And it was a kind of a, what is it? Takes a village to grow.
Sure.
To help kids grow. So definitely moving to the city was a big difference. And Dad actually helped me with that transition with all the advice that he gave me on certain things and to keep my nose clean and stay out of trouble. But.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you growing up in a small town, how many people are we talking here? I mean, did you know everybody?
I graduated with 40 kids.
Okay, 40 kids.
Yeah, and that was the biggest class in 60 years. So everybody knew everybody. Yeah, so everybody knew everybody and everybody did business. So there was times where... no, never mind. I ain't gonna get into that.
We don't want to get any.
No.
So when we talk about hardships, that sounds like that was probably a difficult change in your life, just going from a small town near the Toledo area to Columbus. Can you get a little bit more into that kind of struggle of transition?
So I played soccer in high school, got a partial ride to Heidelberg, and then that didn't pan out. It was too much like a job. I didn't enjoy it anymore. So I went to UT, where I moved in with some guys from high school. It wasn't the guys from high school that I had problems with. It was the guys I work with. Introduced me to some different drugs and partying all the time. So I needed a change from
Yeah.
that atmosphere. And I have a aunt and uncle that live in Dublin that said, "Hey, you want to move, stay in the city, but move to a different city to keep your nose clean and get cleaned up, then you're more than welcome here." So I stayed with them for about 6 months.
Okay.
In Dublin to get my life squared away, and that's
Sure.
when I had my oldest son was rather young then, so I pretty much did it for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just had to make some changes in my lifestyle and priorities,
Sure.
essentially. So,
And at this point, you were a father
yes,
as well.
Yeah. Yep. So I had to make the changes and change my priorities.
Yeah, that discernment really comes in handy and can change the course of your entire life. And I know I look at my life in college and the bad decisions I made that unfortunately I didn't correct early enough where I had to see some consequences.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you being a younger father at the time helped motivate you because
1,000%.
yeah, because you no longer are living selfishly for yourself, you're living for your son.
Mm-hmm.
So how old is your son now?
He's 26.
Oh, 26.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he actually graduated with Sarah.
I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah,
Sarah Fitch, she's in our marketing team as well.
So they knew each other in high school. So I think Sarah dated one of Ryan's best friends. But I'm not sure on that, so I'll have to follow up on that. But yeah, and then I got two other with my wife.
Okay.
So got a almost 14-year-old and a 10-year-old. So
Okay.
they definitely keep me busy with all their activities.
Yeah, and you mentioned they're both active in the scouting, and what are some other activities you guys kind of share together as a family?
My daughter's in karate. Just belted up the orange.
Okay.
And then hiking, camping, fishing. We're outdoorsy. Try to keep the kids off their screens as much as possible, even though this day and age is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So scouting helps that because they're always trying to earn the next merit badge or next badge on her vest, or Connor's badge on his on his sash. So it's definitely a outdoorsy type family, and we used to have a seasonal campsite out in Granville, at a campground out there. So, but with their scouting, it taken all our weekends, so we had to just camp whenever we can.
Okay. So I was a Cub Scout back in the 90s when I was a kid, and there was this one kid in my troop, and I feel like he didn't earn any of his badges or like belt loops, because there was like a store, right? There's there's like a scouting store where you buy these like belt buckles, and like, because I mean that's your scout leader will go and acquire everything, and once you earn it, you know you're. And I swear this kid just bought everything. Like his dad just bought him everything. He had like, you know, the bow and arrow one, and you know, and then right when he got the Swiss Army knife, like we had to go through some like knife training, he was gone.
Wittler shit.
Yeah, Wittler shit. He was gone after that. I knew his motive from day one.
To get a knife.
To cheat the system and get a knife. Growing up in the scouting world, what was kind of one of your like favorite activities that you remember from being a kid?
Oh, it was every summer camp I went to. And, my troop went primarily to Camp Barry and Finley, and I had a core group of friends that in high school that 4 of us got Eagle together.
Oh, okay.
So we had our Eagle quarter honor all at the same time, and it was to this day I'm still friends with them.
Wow.
Still communicate them, not as much as I would like, but definitely still stay in touch with them.
What are the requirements to get Eagle Scout again? Because I know it's very difficult.
I mean, obviously you got to go through all the other ranks, but once you get an Eagle Scout, you got a project that you got to do that you have to lead to benefit a nonprofit. So you have to lead that. Like I put a fence around our soccer field because I was big into soccer. I put a fence around our soccer field, painted it, and like other scouts built a bridge across the river, well, refurbished a bridge across the river to between the fire station and the park. I got scouts now that are building benches on trails along in the metro parks, and just it's a service project. Plus, you got to earn 21 merit badges at the minimum that are required, plus other ones. And then you have to have a leadership role in your troop for 6 months.
Okay.
So, Boy Scouts, the boys are the leaders. They go to the adult leaders for guidance, but primarily it's the youth that are leading the troop.
Okay. And then Scott, when it comes to, you have a heart to serve. That's very clear. Heart for community. What is one hope or dream that relates to your heart to serve?
Definitely my kids having a better life than what I had growing up, and them being more successful than what I ever imagined them to be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, I mean, as a parent, what's some advice you would give to other parents? I know, especially in our organization, we have people that work here that are becoming new parents that have just had babies and whatnot. Yeah. So they're listening to this right now.
Yeah. So I know we've talked about the scouting program at length, but the scouting program is a passion. The training that I've taken outside of the basic training that you have to have, wood badge, IOLS, which is introduction outdoor and life skills, and just everything that scouting has to offer. The program is the best way for them to be able to earn any kind of, or learn any kind of leadership and be better citizens and be mindful of what their mind, body, and spirit is about.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you have a young scout, they can start in kindergarten. They go all the way till they're 17.
Yeah, growing up before you had cell phones and YouTube and tablets and things, that was just like, it was kind of an assumed thing, especially as like a young boy like myself, like you went and did Cub Scouts. All your friends did. That's what you did. Is that still kind of the sentiment today in 2025?
Not really, because all the sports that the kids are in, the biggest excuse for scouts not continuing on in scouting, or youth not continuing on in scouting, is because they're too busy with sports.
Okay.
But that's not the case, because the Detroit Lions has a running back, David Montgomery. He's an Eagle Scout.
No way.
Yeah. So he was an all-star football player in high school, but still managed to get his Eagle Scout rank. So the excuse of I got too much stuff going on with my sports that I'm committed to doesn't really sit well with me because of David Montgomery. And you're more than likely to get a scholarship because you're an Eagle Scout than you are in any athletic field.
Really? Mm-hmm. So there are, collegiate level types of scholarships that are beyond academia that, reward you for your efforts.
And there's actually a fraternity and a sorority now that girls are in Scouting America that you have to be either a Gold Award winner, which is Girl Scouts' highest honor, or an Eagle Scout, earn the award of Eagle Scout to be able to be in that fraternity.
Okay.
So there's at OSU, OU. They're at every single state university in Ohio at least. So
you're very passionate about this. I know this is kind of consuming the conversation, but this is something I wasn't aware about you, Scott. So I know you mentioned soccer as well. I'll walk by your desk and I'll see like the Columbus Crew.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you more into like American soccer, or do you venture into like the European football?
I'm a club and country guy.
Okay.
So B is club first, which is the Crew, and then country, the national team. But something I didn't write in my answers there is so most people don't know this, is I was actually a founding member of the NORDAC.
Okay.
which is the supporters group at the Columbus Crew.
Okay.
It used to be the north end at the old stadium, historic Crew Stadium, and then it moved to Section 103, which changed it to Crew Union. And then when the team got to be successful, then it moved to the Nordeck in the old stadium before it moved to the north end in the new lower.com field.
Yeah. I was never too familiar with MLS, and I didn't watch, that much soccer growing up. But I will say the success of the Crew has really hyped up the sport
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
in general.
Absolutely. The small market teams actually winning in a major league in the country is awesome.
Yeah.
So
So is the season still going on?
oh yeah.
How's the Crew doing?
They're in a playoff position.
Okay.
They just had a major injury to their highest leading scorer, so it's going to be interesting how they finish the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I enjoy watching. It's fun. I had a cousin that played professionally, and now he coaches. Can't remember what team, but I mean he coaches professional.
Oh really?
I'll have to get that information, but so yeah, it's a fun sport to watch. So, Scott, I mean I'm doing a podcast with you. You're notorious around the office for the dad jokes.
You're gonna put me on the spot.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. You couldn't leave this podcast without giving us a dad joke. But before we even get into it, who are some of your favorite comedians that you look up to, and where did this whole interest in these one-liner comedy come from?
Well, I was actually thinking you were going to ask this question.
Of course.
And Nate Bargatze, obviously he's
killing it right now.
He's killing it right now. Dane Cook, I loved him growing up. But in all honesty, Robin Williams. Robin Williams was he was my type of comedy. The reason is he once said that you try to make people laugh if you're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Because I with all the stimulants and stuff like that I did back when I was younger, the reason was because I was always depressed. Mm-hmm. I fought depression most of my life, still am. So to me, if I can make somebody laugh, that makes me feel better inside.
Yeah.
So
beautifully said.
Yeah. So that's kind of where my mind goes when I'm like, if I'm feeling super depressed, I'll just there's many Facebook groups that I'm part of that just post dad jokes constantly. So
you have a repository, a bank of just one-liners. Because for everyone that doesn't spend time in the Columbus market and come to the office, Scott has a new joke every single day. Maybe multiple jokes.
There's times, yeah.
Every single day. And he pops up in the most perfect time to deliver it. And to your point, it's like you can be having a rough day, but knowing Scott's there to have a dad joke, is something to anticipate and cheer you up. So, yeah, we're grateful for you, man. And I know the marketing team, we did a funny Father's Day dad joke video that was just really comical.
Mm-hmm.
So, Scott, thank you so much for doing this, man. It was just great to kind of hear about your passions and whatnot. And I know we really appreciate everything you do here.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So, guys, Off the Clock podcast. I'm always looking for people to sit in the seat and tell us your story. And this is an opportunity for you to share more about yourself with the people you work with, too. So if you're interested, shoot me a message on Teams, and we will see you next time.